You're watching Game Show Network.
Everybody in this audience has a money stake in one of our celebrity teams. Playing for the red section from Capital, Todd Curtis and Marge Desai. Playing for the yellow section from the Young and the Restless, Frank Bernard and Marla Adams. And playing for the blue section from As the World Turns, Scott Rice and Ann Swar. Places, please. As we play the game of Celebrity Gossip, Tattletale. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
It's been lovely seeing you, and good night. Well, that's the most interesting opening we've had for a while. I hope I didn't throw you terribly up there, Paul. Paul Alder, our director. This young lady is a very charming lady from Sweden, right? Ingela is your name? What a lovely name. What a lovely person, too. Oh, Tattletales. We're here for Tattletales. This is it, gang. If you're all ready to go, this is the last time we will see these people. This may be the last time you'll see me, as a matter of fact. If you're ready to go, ladies, let's bring on your sons. Shall we do that? Hello there. Gentlemen, you look lovely. Did you guys get a little confused in the opening?
What's going on out
something
here?
Something happened. I don't know what it was. You seem to have gotten mixed up. It was charming. If you're ready to go...
Are you ready to go?
You got me shaken up, you know that. I'm telling you.
We'll try.
I'll be all right in a minute. Fellas, here's your first question. Are you ready?
Yeah,
everybody ready?
We're ready.
Ben, the director of your soap opera wants to try something new. You're going to be doing a torrid love scene. And even though it will take place under the sheets, he thinks you're doing it in the nude will add realism. Would you try this? Would you try it?
Careful, Bert.
A little excited. Would you try it his way, yes or no? Goodbye. I'm dying to ask, what do you wear when you do those love scenes? I mean,
Very
you're supposed
little.
to be nude. Do you have just little...
I never do them.
Oh,
Don't ask.
who does?
I
Raise
do
your
them all
hands.
the time.
Oh. Marla, what do you wear when you're supposed to be in bed and you know?
Oh, very little. Usually just a body stocking, to cover everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, boy, it gets...
No,
what do the guys wear?
Very little, too.
They wear a body stocking? No.
Well, I really haven't checked them out, actually.
Sure, if you believe that, folks.
Oh, they wear their underwear, I guess.
They do?
I don't know.
Yeah? It's getting exciting. What was the question? Oh, yes. Do you think that Scott would do it nude if the director wanted him to?
He better not. He'll
Why?
start a precedent. Let's see. I don't think he would.
You don't think so?
No. It's too much activity and too many people and crew and all that walking around and...
You mean if they weren't there, you'd do
and
it?
Yes.
that
Well, we're
might
not
be-
asking
and
what he
that's
does
a
at home, just in
different
front.
question.
Now, in
But-
films, people actually go without any clothes on, I assume. I've been told.
I don't know. I don't know if we're dealing with a matter of professionalism or not, or, I don't think
Well,
he
it's
would.
the director's choice. Actually, it's the director who is asking him to do this. Is that not correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So it isn't his
He
choice.
has to do it.
Yeah, the director wants him to try something new. Now, he doesn't have to, I assume, but the director is asking him to do it. You think he would?
He better not.
That's not an answer. We're
No,
looking for a
I
yes
don't
or
think
a
he
no.
would. I don't think he would, no.
The
he
answer
would
is
not.
no. Okay, here he comes. We'll find out
He's
now.
too skinny.
Scott, we need your answer. The director has made a request.
Well, when I think of specific actresses on the show, it really does sound tempting, Bert, but I think it would be setting a precedent that shouldn't be. I would say no.
That's right, almost word for word, as a matter of fact. Hey.
We're very conservative on this.
Yes, you just don't. You wouldn't want to do that no matter what, eh, Scott?
I don't think it's necessary. I think it's, no.
Yeah, not necessary. But it could be a little more fun, but it's
Well,
not
I believe in,
necessary.
Bert, I believe in at-home rehearsals.
I understand. Thank you,
That's
sir. Marla, what will Frank say?
Well, first of all, program practices would never allow it.
No, that's true. If they knew.
No, I think Frank's more talk than he. I don't think he would.
You really
No,
don't?
I really do not. No, because it's not necessary, especially in daytime TV.
Well, daytime TV is where it came from. I mean, that's where all the sexy love scenes are.
Right.
I mean, I've seen things on daytime television that I've never seen in real life.
Yeah. I still say no, Bert. I don't think he would.
The answer is no.
No.
Here he comes. Hello, Frank.
Yes.
What would you do about that now? Your director wants you to do this scene nude.
Oh, God, I can sense that Marla says something nasty here. I don't know. I'd rehearse a lot if I had to play in the nude. I think, God, Ashley, what would you think of that? I would, I'd pass. I'd play it with some clothes on.
That's what the lady said, and you're absolutely right. I think, not so you don't misunderstand. You are under the sheets. It's just the director probably thinking that it might add some sort of realism for you.
Oh, it definitely would for us.
Yes, for you. For the ladies, it certainly would. What do you think, Marge? What would Todd say?
Well, I think that you're under the sheets, and he'd say, well, we'll have a pact and both close our eyes, or no. I think that Todd would say yes.
You think he would?
I do, because I think it would be, it'd change the daily routine.
That's for sure, yes. Probably
I'd say yes.
You say yes.
Just for the heck of it, I don't
Definitely
know
change
why.
the routine.
I think he
Why
would.
not? What
Yeah.
a guy. Here he comes. Todd, what would you do? Now your director has made this request.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of smiling faces back here. I don't know what's been going on in the last 5 minutes. I would definitely strip if it would enhance the scene, sure.
That's right. That's what she said, and you're right, and you're all right. Two no's and a yes. Let's split it three ways. That was the man who said he'd shaved his head earlier. What a guy. We'll come back in a moment with question number 2. All going. Go. Question number 2 coming up if you're all ready. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Three-way
Yes, sir.
tie. Nice way to begin. Fellas, this one's for you. You've been playing Tattletales for several days now, and you should know each other pretty well, it says here. Picture this. If something happens so that I couldn't make it to the studio on time, which one of the 3 guys would be best able to take my place as MC for Tattletales' show? Which one do you think? Goodbye. First one, it says Richard Dawson, I will kill. What do you think, Marla? What would Frank say to this?
I think he would say he would be.
You think so?
Oh, sure.
Oh, definitely?
I think so. I think
Really?
so. Sure.
Why?
It's of the 3 fellows here.
Yes.
Yes, definitely he would say he would be. Sure.
Yeah. You think they'll
Yeah.
all say themselves?
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
Looks that easy, huh?
No, they're not that it's easy, Bert. They'd like a 7-year run, too, you know.
Oh, I see. Oh, bless you. Okay, here he comes. Frank, which one of you 3 guys do you think could take over this?
I think you're doing a very easy job, Bert. I wouldn't mind taking your place. I think I'd be pretty good at
That's
it.
one. That's what she said. Frank, may you never have to find out the hard way, sir.
Yeah.
Marge, what do you think? What will Todd say?
Well, gosh almighty. I think, yeah, he'd love to take your place, too. Who else?
Either Todd or Frank or Scott. Just the 3 of them.
Oh, which one they would say would
Yes,
take you, want
uh-huh.
to take you, be best?
Which one Todd would say?
Would be best? I think he'd say he would.
You think they'll?
Yes.
You think maybe that's the way
Yes.
it'll all go?
I think there's something in the air.
I was hoping somebody'd say, well, Olivier could probably do it, but I can't think of anyone else. Here he comes. Todd, who'd be best? Who could take over here, do you think?
Who could take over your job?
Yes, sir.
Well, Bert, I've been after your job for years, so it'd have to be me.
That's right.
Is there any doubt about that?
Okay, it looks like it's running that way, Ann.
Well-
What do you think? I'm going to be out of work real quick here.
I think all three of them would kill for the job. So I think Scott would say he would.
He'd be the
Yeah,
one.
I think that all three of them would want to.
Okay, here he comes. We'll see. Okay, you must make a choice between the three of you. Who's going to be best at taking over my job here?
Well, I think you have a tough job, Bert, and I don't like to work too hard, you know, so I don't think I'd be good at it. You know, Annie, I hope this is right. I think that Todd would be the best.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Ann you said that you would say yourself.
Really?
And the other guys picked themselves. I'm sorry, you're wrong. But Marlon, Frank, and Marge and Todd are right. Split that in half. It's halftime. Ladies, step to the rear. Bringing the gentlemen out front. Continuing with the second half after this message. Don't go.
We'll be back with the second half of Tattletale, starring from As the World Turns, Scott Price and Ann Suarez. From The Young and the Restless, Frank Bernard and Marla Adams. And from Capitol, Todd Curtis and Marge Desai, right after these messages.
Halftime, I have three handsome devils with me. The lovely ladies are in the back. 2/3 of a tie. Marge, you and Marla are tied with $125 apiece. And you have $50. But you have plenty of time.
Oh, okay.
Half a show to go. No reason to panic. Listen to this question. Well, don't panic till you've heard the question. Ladies, if you had to make a choice, what people would you say are more responsible for the success of your soap opera? The writers, the directors, or the actors? Whoa. Goodbye. This will set. I see a network executive creeping away in the back over there.
Oh, my.
No, Gene, stick around. You're not on this card. It's perfectly all right.
leave before we answer.
She has to leave before he answers. Gene Rennick with CBS is over there watching, and she's in charge of all of this stuff. Where are we starting? We're starting with you, Todd. What do you think Marge will say?
Oh, boy, that is a tough one.
Don't look that way.
But, you know, really, basically, it comes down, I believe, to us, the actors.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's some executive problems, and there's some writing problems, but, you know, I think really what makes the show, I think we have to assume the responsibility for ourselves.
Yes.
You know, when you start passing the buck, of course, you pass the buck.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Anyway, I'd say actors.
You're going to say actors. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Here she comes.
It is.
Marge, whom do you think is responsible?
Oh, this is a good. I mean, the actor's ego, the director's ego, the writer's ego. You really like him tough, don't you? I have to say that if you don't have the words, the story, it's hard for a director to do it. It's hard for an actor to do it. I think the writers.
No, that's not what Todd said. I mean, this discussion will go on forever, and it
You
has
bet.
for hundreds of years, of
Oh.
course. Todd said the actors.
I want to keep
matter
the
with you,
job.
Scott?
Marge says I wanna keep-
Well, Marcy's thinking
Back
about
to
the plot
school.
that's coming up, you know. They all exist. They cannot exist alone, except I will say there have only been directors for about the last 750 years. There's been actors in plays for thousands and thousands of years. I don't want to lead you in any way. What do you think, Scott? What will Ann say?
Oh, Bert, I like my job. Why
Yes.
did you do this to me here? I have the feeling, well, you know, without the writers, we wouldn't be able to have the material to say it, but with the changes and the things that we have, boy, this is tough. I think that ultimately it's our face out there, and so I'm going to say actors.
Okay, we have said the success of
Annie will
your
say
show,
actors.
so
Annie will say the actors.
she will say the actors
Yes.
on your show.
Yes.
Here she comes. And pick one. Who is most responsible for the success of your show?
I can't wait to hear how Scotty explained this one. I'm sorry, but the actors.
Don't be sorry, that's what he said. You know, I have to tell you, if you've ever sat in a meeting with writers when actors weren't around, or directors, the way they talk about his gang, it's not good. I have to tell you. Frank, what do you think? What will Marla say?
Well, I really do believe it's a teamwork, that everybody is equally important. However, we have to make a choice here, and I think you can deal with, let's say, an average director. You can deal with an average script, or even a bad one, but it's the performance that counts. It's the words that you deliver, the person who delivers. If he or she has charisma to carry whatever dialogue it is, he can make it look pretty good. And I think it's really the actor or the actress, and I think she would say the
Very
actress.
well said, sir. Here she comes. Marla, who do you think? Who's more responsible for the success?
Definitely the writers. If we don't have good storylines going, forget it.
No. Frank said the actress. This is interesting how you all disagreed, even among yourselves. Only one couple got it right. Ann and Scott get the whole thing and forge into the lead from being behind. And we'll come back with the $300 question in just a moment. Don't go away. Oh, this one is it. This is the $300 question. This will decide it. Now, Ann and Scott came from behind and pulled it together, went into the lead. Let me see what this one is about. Ooh. This is not bad. I'll tell you why. During the week, if you've been listening to each other, you've given some hints about this question, because I remember. Ladies, between the two of you, whose personal life made into a soap opera would get a higher rating? Yours or his? Okay? Between the two of you. Goodbye.
That's tricky.
That's a tough one.
That's awful.
You know, I've said it to our audiences before. I think everybody, you and everybody out there, has a great story. And we all feel we have a great novel in us. If we could just tell all the things we've seen and done and so forth and so on. Frank, between you and Marla, whose life would make get the highest ratings as a soap opera? Personal life.
Well, I've had a very exciting life.
Really?
You know,
Tell us about
really well, I come from Madagascar to begin with. It's near the south of Africa over there, and I've gone through about 15 different countries, and I slept in train stations. I've been rich and poor. I've been everything. You know, it's been a wonderful life. But just to flatter her ego that maybe her private life would get more ratings.
You think so, huh?
I could doubt it, but I'd say that she answered that way.
You're going to say Marla because her life was rather colorful, eh? Here she comes. It's true. Marla, between the two of you, whose personal life would make the highest rated soap opera, do you think?
Well, I know earlier in the week I said Dina's life would pale in comparison next to mine. I think my own life has been quite
That's the one. You got it.
You got it right.
Boy, it must be hard for this guy who's been from Madagascar all the way to here through God knows what. Okay, who's next story? Todd, we want to hear between you and Marge.
What's my story? I'll tell you. I think, Marge, the last couple of days, a few things have surfaced about her personal life, which isn't, she doesn't want to surrender the information, but I know it's a little tricky. And I don't want to tell her a thing about what happens to me, so I'm going to have to go with Marge. Her life is oh, yeah.
Definitely
Soap
Marge.
time, folks.
Can you give us a hint?
Ratings and lots of mail. I don't know. She's a fun lady, but I think her life would be...
We're not going to get any details I can see, which is fine. If you're a gentleman, sir, you'll say who would be Marge. Here she comes.
Okay.
Marge, between you and Todd, whose life as a soap opera would get the highest rating?
I think he's seen a few points on mine. I think he'd say mine.
That's correct. That's what he said.
Good work, Margie.
Scott, it's up to you. If you get this right, you will win the day. You will win the game.
Oh, boy. You know, wow. I don't talk to Mom, you know what I mean, about what I do. So, but I do know a lot about Annie and the things that she's been through. She's been through changing religion, changing location. She's had marital experience, and just based on she has more experience in life than I do. I would say that she would have a better soap opera script. Her life.
Okay, it'll be Ann.
It'll be Annie's.
Here she comes. What do you think, Ann?
This is very hard because it's two individuals, not our families, and it's a higher rating. I get stuck on that. Oh, I've just been so adventurous in my life. Mine?
That's right. What he said. Everybody's right. We split the 303 ways, but time is up, and the blue section wins it. We'll come back in a moment and give the Blues their money. They haven't got the Blues.
Game Show Network. Next up, it's To Tell the Truth. Then it's What's My Line? And then it's the Newlywed Game.
Big winners today, the Blues section with Ann and Scott, $300. We had $1,000. They will divide $1,300. Thank you all for being with us this week. We appreciate it. Thank you all at home for watching us on Tattertales. I love you for it. I hope I see you again. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning ribbon section selected a rider will also receive medicated canker with soft tip applicator, helps out mouth and canker sore pain fast, protects against further irritation inside your mouth. Tank up and Blistex use as directed. Meyer's natural non-alcoholic grape juice made from the vine-ripened Catawba grapes. Meyer's grape juice, whiter pink, still as sparkling. It's no surprise that Spencer's has been manufacturing quality American-made infants and children's sportswear, basics and sleepwear since 1926. Soft soap brand liquid soap, conditions and moisturizes as it gently cleans, outlasts and outdates bar soap, soft soap, soap without soapy mess. And tonight, fall asleep fast with maximum strength Sleep-N-All capsules. You sleep soundly and restfully with Sleep-N-All, your first step to a good night's sleep. Use as directed. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletale, a Mark Goodson television production.
Find out what folks do to earn their bucks on What's My Line later at 2:30 Eastern. Coming up, Get the Facts with Gary Moore and To Tell the Truth next, only on Game Show Network.